Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am doing another vlog inside of one I'm already filming, but whilst I'm sat here waiting for the vet, I'm leaving my girls alone because they've just been groomed. They've just had everything done to them while I wait for the vet. But I thought I'd talk to you a little bit about what's been happening. I was filming a week in the life vlog. However, I started that vlog last week with Charlie in it, and it was really hard losing Charlie, editing that vlog with Charlie still in it, and finishing the vlog without Charlie in it. So I put that vlog on hold, and I'm not going to continue filming that section of that vlog. I'm just going to leave it as a memory. And obviously I did post a short of Charlie as a puppy and all the years I spent with him. I was with him for 18 years, and to be perfectly honest with you guys, I still find it really hard. Dad and I still find it really hard because we're giving Angel breakfast and dinner because she does have 2 meals a day, but we're still making up a meal for Charlie. So the one that we've made up for Charlie goes into the oven. It's not turned on, by the way, don't worry about that. It just goes into the oven until we have dinner, and then Angel gets fed the meal that we should have fed Charlie. It is really hard walking into that house and not having Charlie meet you at the door. It's been incredibly hard on Dad. It's been extremely hard on Hazel. She's grown up with Charlie, so it's really hard to kind of... It was really hard to edit that vlog and then think, I'm not finishing this vlog with Charlie in it. So, and he was an old boy. He was 18 years old. I think in dog years that's 100 odd something. I'm not very good. 100 and... Somebody in the comments let me know how old in dog years he was, because my brain cannot figure that out. He was 18, I had him for 18 years old. He was 18 years old when he passed away. We had him as a 8-week-old puppy. So try and work that out for me, because I can't. My brain cannot process how old he was in dog years. But someone let me know in the comments. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you guys because I have started watching... Yeah? Dad's just shouted me. I don't understand what he's after. I think we need more fence posts because he's currently down the field trying to separate our field, because it is a big field. Yeah, I was going to talk to you anyway. I got basically sidetracked. I was going to talk to you. So I know a few of my videos lately, I am incredibly quite big. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I already know that. Thanks. I am doing something about it. I am working with doctors, nutritionists. I've been working with doctors and nutritionists for absolutely ages. And I can lose weight and then I put it on again. I cannot seem to find a balance. And it's really hard to try and find that balance. And people who do struggle, I've struggled with my weight all my life. I haven't ever really been thin, only when I made myself incredibly sick from trying to be thin. That was when I was 15, 16 in college, and then in university I made myself incredibly sick. I did pass out, I did smack my head on the concrete, and I did have a great big lump on my head from where I hit my head on the concrete. But yeah, I am doing something about my weight because I do want to ride, and I do know that currently I am over the weight limit for Trix. Not by much, but enough that I don't feel comfortable riding her. At the moment she is lame, but that's besides the point. I don't feel comfortable riding knowing I'm not that much over her weight limit, because she is a 12 stone weight limit. But I don't feel comfortable enough being over her weight limit to get on her back. So, and I already know I'm going to be way over Apollo's weight limit. I am not stupid, guys. I do fully well know that, hence the reason I'm doing something about it. But I have always struggled with my weight, no matter how much I diet, I take tablets, it just doesn't help me. So, speaking to a nutritionist, now obviously if you guys know anything else that might help or anything, I do exercise. However, here's the little bit of a catch that some of you don't know and some of you probably do, depending on how long you've been following my channel. Some of you might know that I seriously damaged my ankle a few weeks, no, 3 months ago. I damaged my ankle. I seriously did. I snapped one of my tendons, I pulled the muscle, I tore my Achilles tendon, and I dislocated my ankle twice in the space of 5 minutes. So, oh, is that my vet? No, it's not. So yeah, I can't really do an awful lot of running. I do a lot of walking up and down these fields, of course, going out with Dad, and when I go away, I do a lot of walking, but I can't do it at the moment. I can't do long distances without having a serious pain, and then my ankle swells like a balloon, and it just goes seriously amount of pain. I will end up having cramp pretty much all night in that leg, and it's awful. Hi, Daddy.
Hi.
What were you shouting at me for?
I won.
Well,
I didn't shout.
you did.
I did.
You shouted Tony.
No. I didn't say anything since I've been down there.
Well, who shouted me?
Probably down there. That.
Oh.
Those ladies, teenagers are down there again.
Oh.
Great. They go score, not meant to go score, don't know.
I don't know, Dad. So
I'll take it like teenagers.
are you okay? Do you want the chair, Pops? I know I've got to get another chair for down here. Hi, Jill. My yard owner's come up, so yeah. Jill's come up because she absolutely loves Apollo. She's come up to see how we get on with Apollo, and obviously Trix. So, that's where my rope went to. That's just found my lead rope. Forgot about that. But yeah, what was I saying? Weight. That's what I was saying. So, I do need to cut. I've cut my carbs down. I've increased my protein. I've cut a lot of sugars out. However, I do have a can of Coke up in the car because I do drink Coke, and I know, but I don't have it every single day. I have it like once or twice a week. Otherwise, I'm on water or cups of tea, milky tea. But that's my second one so far this morning. So I really want I've increased my fruit as well and my vegetables. So, but tonight I really, really want sausages and mashed potato because it's cheesy mashed potato. I really want that for tea with some steamed veg. So I'm kind of debating about if I have a cheat night or not, but otherwise I don't snack as much as I used to either, which is, as Dad said, is a little bit worrying because I used to snack quite a bit. Even if I only snacked on fruit, I used to snack a fair bit. So I'm don't know. I am trying to be very careful and very aware of what I am eating and drinking. So Dad and Jill have just walked down the field, and I've just pulled something up my arm, which I possibly caught when I killed that horsefly. But yeah, I'm very, very conscious of everything, and this side of my face is still a bit swollen. That's because I've got something going on with my glands here. But fun. And I got 2 kids tonight. I got Hazel and Hazel's friend. So it's one of those, guys. Pegasus Jewelry just sent me an email, but Yeah, I am very conscious of my weight. I am very aware that I'm not the smallest person in the world. I've always struggled with it. And I do want to do better, obviously, for my girls and for myself. I want to be healthier. And I am trying to eat healthier. And my hair's growing. I get a haircut soon. I know that sounds really strange to say, but I honestly cannot wait for my haircut. I'm not having it up short, like up here. I'm having the ends trimmed. I'm having it thinned out because my hair is super thick. So when I wash my hair, I have to wash it like 3 times because I just have to make sure it's really clean. Otherwise my scalp goes incredibly dry and incredibly itchy. Hazel's the same, although her hair is thinner than mine, but she gets incredibly itchy, so I have to wash her hair twice in shampoo and then condition it once, or do a hair mask on her, which is at the moment probably why I'm a little bit loud. I feel quite itchy, but I'm trying not to itch it, because if I itch it I'm just going to make it sore. But yeah, other than that, I do want to crack on with losing weight. I don't go to the gym because why, when I've got 3 horses to do and mucking out daily and poo picking daily. I don't want to obviously waste money on a gym, but then I also want to be able to be fitter, be stronger. I still got I can't talk, this is really bad today. I've still got to strengthen my right leg because that's weaker than my left, because I've damaged it so many times. It's always my right leg I damage. I don't know why, but it's always the right leg I hurt more than anything. So my left leg takes the brunt of it all, which is why I'm stronger and more toned a bit in my left leg than I am my right. So that's a little bit of information for you guys. I'm not sure if you wanted to know that, but hey ho. Transparency. But I've never been the smallest person in the world unless I made myself sick with it. And to the point, a little bit of backstory about that. When I was in college and youth, I lived off of Slim Fast. I lived off the drinks, off the meals. I lived off of it. I didn't eat anything else. I had Slim Fast. Breakfast, lunch and dinner. And in the end, yes, I lost the weight and I kept the weight off because I kept on Slim Fast. However, I then made myself incredibly poorly. I don't know how I made myself poorly, because obviously Slim Fast has a lot of the nutrients in it. But I made myself poorly. To the point I blacked out and I fell and I hit my head on the floor. And I was then seriously sick. After that, I stopped taking so much Slim Fast, but then the weight came back on incredibly fast. So I went back to Slim Fast, then was sick. Then it was kind of like a juggling act to find the correct balance for it. I would like to try Slim Fast again, although my dad is not very happy with me wanting to try it again. So even though I'm 32 years old, I still have dad to kind of go, no. And my mother, adoptive mother. I've never been adopted. She's been adopted into the family. So adoptive mother, Linda, she'll get quite mad at me about it as well. But there's a few things I want to try and sort out, and whether or not I can do it, because obviously my health, for my child, for my horses, for my ducks, and obviously dad's not going to be around forever. So although I'd love for him to be around forever, I really would. I think any child would like their parents around forever, but I know that's not always going to be the case. I did lose my mum a few years ago, my proper mum a few years ago, so that doesn't help. But obviously I've got Jill as well. Jill's like a third mum. She'll tell me off and she doesn't care if she upsets me. She will tell me off. But Jill has been, I did really struggle when we moved here. Believe it or not, I struggled really, really badly moving here. I put a smile on, I put a brave face on, I made myself look incredibly happy, but I really, really did struggle to have a change, I suppose you could say. I mean, I've been in this field before and everything, and I absolutely love Jill, but I just struggled with it. And I do miss Home Park Farm every now and again. We really do miss Star, but obviously Star's somewhere at a new home, I think, or she's still with Emma. I'm not 100% sure, so I'm not going to speculate, but I think Emma still has Star, although we would absolutely love to have Star back. She was an absolutely cracking pony. But we'll find another one sooner or later. Obviously, staying here isn't permanent because we don't know what's happening with this field. Obviously, Jill rents it from someone else and we rent it off of Jill. But obviously, I'd love if Jill buys this field. Jill's been here for 28 years. She's been on this field. So I would love to stay here if I could. I really, 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 really would. I'd love to stay here. I love it here. I know all the hacking. I know everything. So hopefully we'll find out what's going on with Trix, we'll find out what's going on with Apollo, and then I can start getting everyone, I need to get everyone fit and I need to get everyone trained. Trix I don't have to train, Trix I just want to ride. I miss riding now, but hey ho. It's one of those. So I hope you've enjoyed this kind of little chatty vlog and things, and I'll see you all later. Bye guys.